All right, guys, last day I am headed out to this conference. I've just got my jeans and tank on. Probably wear a sweater. It does get cold with the air conditioner over there. I have a knot in my hair, which I'm trying to hide. That's why I have it up, because I don't have time to deal with this. Anyways, yeah. So I'm going over there. What is your legacy? What is your legacy? So we have people like BlackRock, Target, other people, don't need to name them, Gates, others, I won't name them, who use their wealth to do destructive things to people, okay? And it's evil. There's a lot of evil in the world. How when you start having money, what legacy are you leaving? So that's kind of what we're talking about now. Like, what is your legacy? So mine is very pro-life. I want to do more in the pro-life world to help moms understand what abortion is. We now see Planned Parenthood, as of yesterday's report, with live action saying they now recognize women have post-trauma from abortion. You know, for years they have denied that. They didn't want to talk about it. We have so many women coming out, so many moms saying, this is what happened to me. I find it a lot like sex trafficking, the whole abortion industry, where they are taking girls who don't know what to do and they are encouraging abortion and lying to them. We do know that girls who are sex trafficked have abortions, right? So a lot of people are using their money for the kingdom of God instead of evil. So they're giving a lot of money to the sex trafficking agenda and helping to end it, right? It's unbelievable. This guy was talking the other day about living in Atlanta, Georgia, and he couldn't even let his daughter play outside on a bicycle. He couldn't even do that because I got something in my eye. Because she could have been taken, right? Sex traffickers everywhere. So there are people using their wealth to build churches in other countries, using their wealth to build schools. And so when we have money, we don't want to hoard it. Billie Eilish, I don't even listen to her. But I did see something about her telling billionaires recently to give some of your money away. If you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? Usually you're holding on to too much, okay? So she's just donated like a huge amount of money to help people with food insecurity. I admire her for that. But again, I think she is pro-abort, people are for abortion, you can't really help people, can you? So we want to end abortion. Abortion is huge. It's at the foundation of everything. We want to end it. We want to use resources, not just me, but other people, to end abortion. So what is your legacy? I mean, what are you leaving behind? First of all, it should be changing generational stuff. So that's what I did with my time when I homeschooled. I changed a huge amount of generational stuff because we want a Christian family that does honor God, right? So that was my priority. Next is making sure that you invest. Now, I invested not just in my marriage and my children and my family and my homemaking skills, and that's how I have my cleaning business too, and jobs where I have made myself valuable in the marketplace. But to homeschool and to educate myself. And now I'm looking at wealth and I'm saying, how can I grow my wealth? We know about how God talks about the one who has one talent compared to the others, and what did they do with their talents? One buried it, he didn't let it grow, and how God took that talent from him and gave it to others. So we want to be faithful with whatever God has given us. We want to be faithful with it. So on a small scale, I have done pro-life work. I've been on the sidewalks. I've talked to girls. I've been hip bumped by escorts. I've been screamed at for being pro-life. I've protested in New Hampshire. I stood up with signs. I had people beeping at me. I've had people say, what do you do with kids in foster care? Well, yeah, we need foster care better, right? We need to improve that system, but it doesn't mean you kill them, okay? And then I've had, I stood up at the State House in New Hampshire. I believe that was 2019. I stood up and I fought bills against the white coats. I called them white coats. I think they were from Dartmouth Medical, coming in and wanting to abort babies. I, had 2 post-abortive classes. I have, done the Walk for Life over here. I volunteered for Save the Storks for a couple years. And now I'm going to be working with them with my nonprofit. So I'm getting that running probably at the end of this week. I'm starting that up and just continue to grow and grow and grow. And one of the things you want to do is you want to keep on moving. You want to keep on moving. Your money, you want it to move. If your money's not moving, it is losing value. We know that, inflation is something that's here. And every single day you do not invest your money into something, your money is losing value. So, what's your legacy going to be? Mine is family. I came from a huge family. My family was from the projects. And I used to say to people, which one of my family members should have been aborted? Which one? Because every single one of them I loved dearly. Especially my Uncle Bill, my Aunt Kim, these are the people who influenced me. And it's like that movie, It's a Wonderful Life. If he was not born, right, we all watch that at Christmas, look at how many people would have negatively been affected in their life because one person was not born. Same thing when we look at presidents. Many years ago, a lot of women had a lot of children. And if one man was not born, some of those presidents would not have been born. So we have no right to abort. We have none. And I've worked with New Hampshire Right to Life, which they believe in life up until natural death, which I would say they have that right. We have no right to kill the elderly. We have no right to have killing birthdays or whatever they do where they have people over and they kill themselves. We're living in a very dark time, like no other time before. And how are we going to be somebody who makes a change? It only takes one person, guys, to make a change in life. One person. So we want to be that one person, okay? We want to be that, and we want to come alongside other people and help, as much as you can, help other people. With the little I have, I try to help people every single day. The more I grow, the more I can help people. So this is why I'm investing in myself. And I will be sharing more stuff about, again, getting back on track after this conference with pro-life stuff. We're looking at, a preacher too right now who's being persecuted for standing for pro-life stuff. We see the Democrats, I do believe they're behind the shutdown with the government. We see them trying to destroy people's lives. They don't care. Government doesn't care. So what could one person do to change the world? Okay, thanks for joining me, guys.